over. We've got winds gusting at 40 mile an hour. And I'm out camping. Well, the wind's coming from the west. But I'm on the east side of the peninsula. I'm doing on the Rhinns of Galloway. That's the two wings of land that go either side of Trangia, the North Rhinns and the South Rhinns. I'm in the Southlands today. I'm at a place I've used before. It's now winter. And there's not so many people about. It's beautiful. There's maybe a couple of motorhomes in a caravan, and somebody else, they're living in a, actually maybe, but the winter coming on, it'll be time for the hot tent. So I'm going to get a couple of easy camps for them, and I think they'll be in these stripes. Yeah, why not? I'll do another one here and one, if I get fair weather, I'll do one on the other side. But it's such a beautiful place. Anyway, let's get back up to where the tent is. And I'll show you what's happening up there. This is my campsite. And it couldn't get any nicer. It's a nice wee corner. There's only one other vehicle in the area. There's something in the front. As you can see, a nice tree, a seat, but I don't think I'll be using that. And we have my bivvy again. And of course, the mountain cattle tent. Now, that's a hot tent. And I've got to say, hot tents are not just for winter. Take the stove out, and they're one very good tent. I've used that most of the summer and I've been really impressed with it. Plenty of room. Have a look inside. As you can see, plenty of room. That's a double mattress that I've got there. But in the next couple of weeks when I go over to the hot tent, I'll put a single mattress in there. Look at this, plenty of room. I've got all my gear in the corner there. And I've got all this room left. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. It took me 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes to put it up. Okay, I've got a trick or two. I don't have it in its own valise. I just stuff pack it into a 20 litre waterproof bag, but it's how I stuff it in. I fold it in a certain way and then load it in a certain way, and then when I'm putting it out, I just put the bag on the ground, peg it and just pull the tent out. 10 minutes. You've got to remember that the first thing I do when I come out here to put a tent up is put a chair up, because I can't work for 10 minutes. So that's 10 minutes with a couple of breaks. That is a damn good tent and I can thoroughly recommend it. Now, what can we say? My old fishing bivvy. Now, people have been asking me about this. I think that's about 20-year-old. But I think we've found another one, a modern one. It's about just under £60. I can't remember, but I'll put a few links. I'll put links up to it, what I've found. I don't know if it's right or no, but it looks right. That has been great because you can just sit in there and it's very comfortable. You can hear a fire, a roaring fire, and of course my Yoler fire pit. Again, people have been asking about that. Can't get it on Amazon at the moment, but I managed to find the I managed to find a part number in one advertisement, and there is a lot of people selling it, but they're all abroad. So you pay your money, you take your chances. The rest of the gear is stuff you've saw before. An Anders fold out table, excellent bit of kit. My big chair. Now, I normally have power banks, but I've been using all power banks. I've had 2 in the last 18 months, and they've both let me down badly. Now I'm going to do a video on this, so be warned. The first one it went, I got into a paperwork chase with the supplier of Rhinns joiners or something like that. They're Chinese and they've got a place down south. When I do speak about it, I will be having other invoices there. And basically they just faffed me about and wouldn't give me a replacement, well within the guarantee. And I had bought another one because I needed it, and it only lasted, it didn't even last a year. I didn't even bother. But I'm going to put it up on the internet. It's £600 I've lost on that. But anyway, I went over to this lot. I've got a new power bank I'm trying out. Swarry. They seem to have good words about it on the internet. Mind you, there are good words about the all powers, but a lot of people are saying good things about this. So I'm going to give that a try, and it's 500 amps. That's quite a bit of power, more than what I'll need for 2 days. So I probably won't need to bring my solar panel. Anyway, I can charge it off the car. Anyway, that's my gear so far. Of course, the other thing this year which isn't out there is I've changed my stoves, and I now use the Trangia. But anyway, that's a nice wee setup there. Okay, I've got a neighbour, but look at that. This is my #1 secret location. Anybody wants to know who it is, if you're a regular on YouTube, I'll tell you where it is. Beautiful place. See you later. Welcome back. Oh, it's been a cold afternoon. I think it's going to be a cold night, but as you can see, I've got my fire set up, plenty of kindling, plenty of logs. I've got the radio there as well. I'm ready for a good night. And well, in this corner I should be able to get more channels on the radio. I'm definitely going to have a good night. But first, I'm going to have a feed. And tonight it will be a chicken balti out of Asda's. You've saw me cooking these before, so I won't put you through that again. And I'll spice it up a wee bit as usual. Spicy onions. Oh, ho, ho. That's a real feed. And and I managed to get a couple of good naan breads, nice big ones. They will be nice, or else. And as if that's not enough, oh, for dessert, I'm going to treat myself. Cream caramel. I love them. I absolutely love them. Well, that's my wee feed. I'll have a cup of tea as well, and I'll just relax for what, maybe about an hour or so, and then I'll have a look at the radio and see what I can pick up. But if I'm having a good time in a party tonight, I'll bring you back later. Yes, definitely. I'll see you later. Oh, will you listen to that? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. You didn't expect this. I sat out in the bivvy last night. It was a bit windy, a bit drafty. I just couldn't get settled at all, and I couldn't get anything decent on the radio. So I came to bed. Now, this is 40 mile an hour gusts. And as you see, the TP hot tent stands up to it, no bother. In fact, I'm quite warm. I didn't expect the rain. Originally it was going to be heavy rain, and the weather forecast yesterday said that we weren't going to get any rain. Aye, somebody got it wrong. Because that's quite bad out there. I don't know what state my bivvy's in, but common sense says if it's something wrong, it's wrong, and you can sort it in the morning. And I'll worry about that then. Anyway, I'm going to finish this in tupper, and then I'll get back to sleep. And hopefully I won't get blown away. And I'll see you in the morning. See you later. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning. Oh, it's shortbread time again. It's the back of 9 o'clock. I had a long lie. Last night was terrible. We didn't expect that. 40 mile gusts. Well, them gusts were blowing for quite a while. It was 40 mile an hour winds. And probably gusting a wee bit heavier. The tent stood up well. I was worried for a minute. Got a couple of what I thought were drips, but just molecules, and it was coming for two places. It was coming for the air vent, the condensation vent, and also the condensation. It was on the inside of the tent. When it got a belt with the wind, it was shaking the water off. Aye. So it was an eventful night. I didn't get much sleep, but I was warm, I was comfortable. My sleep system is perfect. Anyway, I've got up and I'm slowly getting myself sorted out. I was amazed when I got out. I got out the tent about 6 o'clock just to check on my bivvy. The bivvy came through, no bother at all. Sitting here just the thing. Nothing out of place. So I picked a good spot. I didn't get too much of the wind, but what I did get was blinking awful. Anyway, today, well, I've got to get my breakfast and I've got to get everything sorted out, and I'm not going to do too much because I'm still a wee bit knackered. I'm going to check the weather, and if it's another night like last night, I'll be heading, but the sun's out, it's bright, so I think that's the end of the bad weather for a couple of days. And if that's the case, I'll get everything packed away and I'll take a wee drive round the Rhinns of Galloway. Maybe go down to the lighthouse, or go down to Trangia. But I'll have a wee drive around. But anyway, I am starving. I'm going to get my breakfast. I'll talk to you later in the day. It's a bit windy. This is the Rhinns of Galloway. And we're going to take a wee walk out to the lighthouse. Oh, a circular route, aye. And I think that's a direct route. They say that the wind isn't high. It's actually because you're in the open. It's pushing me a wee bit. Oh, it's a bit of a climb. You get a good view if nothing else. And there we go. I'm back up there some way. And we've got a marker. Well, it's not a clear day, but on a clear day you get a good view of Ireland over there. I live somewhere over that way in the Machars. Station, is it still manned? I don't know. There's definitely a lot of cars here today. They must be doing some repairs. Or is it a museum? Oh, it's a visitor centre. This must have been keepers' cottages at one time. It's a visitor centre now. There must have been more here at one time. Looking at these buildings, there's been other buildings here. good day. The weather was brilliant today. Absolutely fantastic. As you saw, I managed to get down to the Rhinns of Galloway. Beautiful drive, beautiful countryside. I really enjoyed it. Then I came back and I actually watched the video. It was so hot, it was absolutely, it was like a summer's day. Now night's coming, it's a wee bit on the chilly side. Radio's rubbish, so I'm going to have an early night. Well, I'll get into this malt whisky a wee bit more. What's it this time? Oh, it's Tamavulin again. Ooh. It's good stuff. It keeps you warm. I'm just going to let this fire die out and I'll crawl out of my bed. It'll be a better night than last night. It'll be... the wind's going to drop, so I should get a really comfortable night. I'll get tucked under my duvet and my sleeping bag and just lie there. Absolutely fantastic. Can it be a good sleep? And I'll see you in the morning. Oh. Oh. See you in the morning. Oh, good morning. It's a beautiful morning. It's about 8 o'clock. I've been up since about 5. I went to bed early last night. I was tired after the previous night. I hadn't got much sleep the first night. So last night I made up for it. And I just crawled into a wee cocoon and went to sleep. The radio was rubbish. Couldn't get a decent programme. So I got up this morning, slowly had my breakfast. You know, the more you do when you're camping, the more you learn. I finally got that Trangia running just right and using very little gas. That's a good wee setup. Right, this trip away, I've learnt a few lessons. I've learnt not to fully rely on the weather forecast. It's the first time that the Met Office has let me down. But that said, I chose the right spot. So I wasn't taking any chances. And that's a beautiful wee spot I've got in this corner. The tent stood up well. It got a real battering. There must have been 40 plus mile an hour winds coming through there, and it managed it. And what amazed me even more was my wee fishing bivvy stood up. I was expecting to get up in the morning and find that absolutely destroyed. I got a surprise. Big muggy tea in the morning, can't you beat it? Equipment wise, my new battery system, it's a 500 amp job. Can't remember the name offhand. That's me. Great bit of kit. Only one problem, the car charger. It doesn't go into the cigarette lighter. Well, it's a cigarette lighter thing, but it must be for the American market or something else. Anyway, I'll have to rethink that. I'll have to maybe go through my boxes and see if I can get a car charger or maybe even alter something. I'll probably end up altering something, rewiring it. But that's what was wrong with that. Other than that, it held up well and did the job it was meant to. The fire itself now, at the end of this, I've been getting questions on one of my earlier videos about the equipment that I've got. That fire, that Yoler, it's hard to find. It's no longer on Amazon, but you can find it elsewhere in the world. If you Google its part number, now I'll put the part number below the video. Also, the mountain kettle tent. I've actually found it on the internet. It seems to be back on Amazon at 150 quid, 150 pound. And I can thoroughly recommend it. It's a good bit of kit. And it's done me right through the summer and the early bit of this year in the winter. It's definitely worth using all the time. There's been some other campers by today, well, yesterday, and they were interested in getting that styly tent. It seems to be the answer. You can stand up on it and you could get a wee family in there, and a few lads with a big carry-out. Yeah, that's definitely better than some of the other tents that's floating around. Anyway, I'm going to get everything put away. I've been in the South Rhinns, which means I'm below Trangia. So I'm going to stop in at Trangia on my way home and get one or two bits out of Argos. Then home, unloaded, and we'll get this produced for everybody. I always comment on where I'm going next. I think from now on, it's starting to get cold. I'll do away with the bivvy, and I think from now on I'll just be using the tent as a hot tent. That's what it was made for. I might come back here. I might go somewhere else. I don't know. You'll find out. Well, I'll find out at the same time. I'll see you later. Oh, beautiful.